Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. As you know that from the previous video, we have started the AWS mini project series in which we will be doing small codes which are using AWS services to make certain mini projects. Now this is the part 2 of the previous video of my project 1 in which I have discussed about the brief introduction of Amazon Poly, and in this second part I am going to discuss the GUI which I am going to design, in which I will be writing a text, and then in the third part I will be using Amazon Poly to convert that particular text into speech, right? So without wasting any time, let us move to our Python Visual Studio, where I will be designing the given GUI. So here I shall be making the graphical user interface for my, let's say, text to speech converter, right? And here I shall not be making very fancy GUI. I shall be making just a very basic GUI which is just going to read a text and convert it into speech, right? So here I shall be writing very basic code of constructing a GUI, that is using Tkinter, and you are free to make your own different GUI layout for the same. So for that, the first step I'm going to import the Tkinter module as TK. Here I am assuming that you have a little bit knowledge of Tkinter beforehand. Yet if you do not have, then I think this is a very small program, so you will be able to understand. So here Tkinter is a module which actually provide us, to help us to actually create a GUI interface, right? So of course I will be making a window, a GUI window, and that window will be known as root. So I have given the name root. Root is nothing but a variable. You can take any of your choice. TK, because I have imported the module as TK, and here I will be just creating a window, right? And now I will be using this handler to do different things with my window. So I will be setting the size of my window by a geometry method, right? So I am setting the height and the width of my window over here. Then I will be giving my window a title, that is the name of which should be visible over here, just as it is showing Amazon Poly, right? It's showing poly.py. So the title that I want to give over here is that I want to say text to speech converter, and it is nothing but Amazon Poly, right? So this is the title which I want to give. And after that, what I want, let me just first wind up this and say root dot main loop. Now this will actually keep my window open until I cross it. So if I run the code right now, you can see that what I got on my screen is this window, right? So the title appears over here, and this window is of size this 400 and 240, right? So that is what I actually did till now, right? And what this main loop is actually doing, it is making this window persistent, and it will vanish as soon as I click on this cross. So till now I have done up till here. Now the next thing is to add a text area, right? So let me make another handler, say text example. Now this will be the handler for my text area, as root was the handler for my window. And because I am making this with the help of the Tkinter, so I will be using tk dot uh, the method with which we actually created a text box, or you can say a text area, is this text. And where I want to make this particular text area in my window, so I will be writing root over here, and giving height of my that text area to be 10, right? Till write this. And after that, what I'm going to do is I will be packing my text example into the window, right? So till now I have done, I have created a text area. So I will be again running this particular code, and you can see there is a fine color difference. This is the white text area and this is the slighter lower shade of gray of my window. So you can see that the text area has been now created. So I can write whatever I want over here. So that is how I created this text area. Now what I want in this particular GUI is a simple button, and as soon as I click on that button, that Amazon Polly should convert the written text into speech, right? Now, after creation of this text area, the next thing is to create a button which will actually going to work, for our function that is actually going to convert our text into speech, right? So here button read is nothing but a variable, and again where I am making this button, I will be making this button with the help of the Tkinter. So tk dot button is the method where I'm going to make this button again in my root. Then the let's say height of my button will be, let's say, 1. Width of the button will be, let's say, 10 unit. You can increase it based upon your requirement. The text that should be written on my button, that will be equal to, let's say, very simple read over here. So as soon as I click this button, it should actually execute some code in the backdrop, right? So that code will actually be triggered by the tag which is known as command, right? And here what I will be doing is writing the name of my function which is actually going to work for the the conversion. So right now I am leaving it as blank, and I shall be packing my button to the window, right? So I did this up till now, but for this I shall be having a function which is, let's say, working as def. I will be writing a simple function that is written in Python. So the name of the function will be, let's say, um, get text get text. Okay, the name of the function will be, let's say, get text, and here I shall be writing the name of the function which is get text, right? You can make any name you can write, but here I will be using it like, now any name you can give. Here I have used get text, and now I shall be writing the, and here I shall be first writing a very simple code in which I will be getting the text that is written in my text example. So for this I will be using the get method, and it going to take few parameter over here which is 1.0 and a string which is end, right? And then I shall be just printing my result. And what I need to do is I need to actually cut this from here and put this also inside before my button, right? So what actually I want over here is, this is not reverse, this is a typing mistake, and this should be the result. Now what I did over here is The working of this function says that you are going to actually fetch the text that is written in the text area. And the first part, which is over here in the get method, that is 1.0, it means that the input should be read from line 1, that is, the character 0 means from the first character. And n over here is an actually imported constant which is set to the string end, and it means to read until we reach to the end of our text box, right? So it is saying that please read from the first point till the end, and after that I am just printing this result on the console so that I can make sure that whatever I have written in my text area is actually being fetched into the variable named result, right? So let me just run this particular code over here, and the window should appear like this, right? And here I shall be writing hello, my name is Anjali, right? And as I click on read, you can see hello, my name is Anjali is now been printed on my console. But it is only the first part. We do not want to return the text actually. We wanted to convert it into voice with the help of Amazon Polly, right? So this was only the first video in which I just told you how to design the GUI. You can make changes in the GUI as required. You can just play around and explore all the other features that are available with Tkinter. This is just a simple one, and that was the basic backdrop. Now in the next video we are going to see how we can use Amazon Polly with Boto 3 in this particular function to actually get the output as we desired in form of a speech. So that's all with this video, and I shall be seeing you in the next part of our mini project. Till then, stay tuned to my channel. Thank you.